Hey everyone, I hope we're all well. Happy New Year, happy 2025 according to the Gregorian calendar. Personally for me, New Year's in spring when the season changes. We are still in the height of winter, the time where we need to rest and go within. In Scotland it's particularly cold at the moment. It is colder than it has been for the whole of December, so yeah, it's still winter for me, therefore it's not the time for new growth personally, but growth within and going into hermit mode. Now the theme for me the past few weeks, my life's kind of been going crazy. I'm not going to get into details, however the theme is the hermit card. Hermit mode, going within, hibernating, listening to the inner knowing, and doing some inner healing and some soul searching, some inner work. So I don't know if that's relevant for anyone else who's watching. I'm sure it is. But big changes are coming in 2025, I really feel. But for now, I'm going to do a little tarot card reading. We're going to see what comes up. I'm not too sure what's going to come up. I haven't done a wee video for a while. My life has been a bit wild, to be honest. And I'm not going to go into details because I'll probably get kind of emotional about it, and then there's no need for that. So life just goes through, but we need to remember that we always have to trust in the divine. Everything is working out for our own good, even when it doesn't look like it. Okay, so what do we need to know? What's the message for today, guys? Here's the Empress. The Empress is our most fertile card in the tarot. There's other fertile cards, but look, she's always depicted as a pregnant woman. A new birth is arriving. Something is being cultivated. A new world. Okay, that's kind of the opinion of most people about 2025, right? A new era is approaching. Things are falling away from the past, and now we're kind of moving into this more fertile time. I also feel and see that the divine feminine energy and the more powerful female orientated like life, I don't know how to explain this, it's kind of coming into more of a forefront. We have lived in a culture that has been, you know, run by men for a very, very long time. And I think that's starting to change a little bit. So the Empress card coming out is a really beautiful omen. She's creativity. Number 3 is creative energy. It's thinking outside the box. Things are being illuminated because you have the full moon as well. Things are being revealed. I love this Empress card. Look at her. Like, there's a lot of joy and abundance in this card. But I see in the background there's like red and yellow. It looks kind of like fire behind, and it's like, has this growth come from destruction? Okay. Could be the case. Now, funny, because okay, here's the horse. Now, yesterday I was reading this, last night I was reading this book, Dreaming the Soul Back Home by Robert Moss, who is an incredible man. He studied shamanism, he does dream work, he has created active dreaming as a kind of technique. He has written about it, and this book is incredible. I'm actually going to restart it because I got to a certain part of the book, then didn't pick it up for a while. But it was talking about last night, wind horse. horses in our dreams and how our vital wind and energy within is signified, is symbolized by a horse. Okay. And I'm hearing war horse because I'm looking out the window and I see a van that has Lest We Forget on it, which is what we say in the UK. There's the Poppy Foundation, I think it's called, and it's like basically remembering the fallen soldiers of the past. And then he's got a learning thing on, so it's like we're learning from the past here. Okay, interesting. All this is coming through, just bear with. When I said this was like destruction behind, it's like all the build up from back then until now in our timeline, there's been a lot of destruction. There could be more coming, okay? Because this is Knight of Wands, is fiery energy, like going forward quickly, okay? And the horse, I'm thinking of war horse, okay? Anyway, the horse was in this book, and I had asked myself to have a dream about the horse, because I've been going through some weird times at the moment, and I want to meet my spirit horse. And Pegasus keeps coming to me as well. And Pegasus is a symbol of grounded energy and ethereal, like higher up energy, and we're marrying them together. But these are little signs and symbols for me, okay? Might not necessarily make sense to you. But there is this beautiful energy is coming forth really quickly. Knight of Wands, fiery, fast, like going forth. And I really am thinking of like a battle for some reason. Nine of Wands, battle. She's standing up, look, she's standing her ground, standing with this light, this torch, like I'm ready to face it. So something, a new dawn behind, okay? There's like a battle, there's some sort of battle that is going to occur. It is divinely guided, some sort of difficulty, but I feel triumph here. And also a calling of making a decisions. Two of Swords is, do I go left, do I go right? Do I go on this side? Do I go on this side of history or this side of history, okay? Don't know why I'm thinking this, don't know where it's coming from, but it's relevant, and it will be relevant to someone or something. Strength. This is an opportunity for us to build strength, okay? And it's whether or not we have strength within the softness. Do we go with the softness of ourselves or the fight, the fierce, the lion? Because we all have that within. We all have that meanness, that fight within. But we don't need to fight so much. There is strength in our vulnerability. So it's some sort of thing is coming forth. Interesting. I'm trying to see what's going on, because it is a situation where we'll have great strength, and where we'll be called to have great strength and balance. A crossroads. Is it two different sides? Is there going to be two different sides? It might be something repeating from the past. It's going to give us an opportunity for great healing and a time to retreat and to be in our own little environments. Now I got the King of Swords here, which is a strong leader. Mental strength. He's up on this mountain and he's on his own and he's looking around. And you've got all these animals here. We've got a raven, we've got an owl, a bat, I think that's a bat. Dragonfly. All very powerful omens. Very, very powerful. We have wisdom. The owl, the bat is often a symbol of the supernatural. Dragonfly is transformation. The raven, he was in this book as well, and it was, let me find the bit because it was very important. 2 ravens. Okay. The ravens. A lone raven, as Edgar Allan Poe perceived, is a bird of ill omen because ravens seldom, if ever, choose to live alone. They mate for life. So if you are to receive the raven as an ally, you want 2 of them. So in this card we have 2, and then he has 1. Odin, who was a shaman before he became a god and who continued to operate in the mode of a shaman, understood this perfectly. He travelled everywhere with 2 ravens named Thought and Memory on his shoulders. So the swords is the mind, okay? When he needed to know what was happening at a distance, they would fly off and get that information for him. It said he was always a little edgy until they came back, and that of the 2, the one he prized most and most feared to lose was memory. In the following exercise, you're going to be gifted with a pair of ravens to lend you vision. Why not call them Thought and Memory? So basically, in this book, it basically there's a shamanic journey which essentially brings you 2 ravens who you send off to kind of perceive something that you need to perceive to understand your future and your present. Okay, so, and with the 2 of Swords, there's 2 ravens. It's like something, is it a warning or is it something that you've learned or something you're going to learn is calling you towards hard work, a battle, but it's divinely guided. So there's Temperance card, there's 10 of Wands. Here the sword, he's got the sword and the stone in the background. This battle could be internal, it could be external. And Spirit is lighting the way forward here through different omens, different animals, different experiences. We are being guided. So interesting. It's going to be difficult. 10 of Wands is very heavy energy. Like she's gone on a very long journey, and the journey isn't over. It's like we're almost at this very end at 25. It's like it's the very end of the journey. There's going to be something that's quite difficult we're going to need to deal with. But at the end of it, it's to bring a new beginning. Okay, because I just got the Ace of Pentacles, but I've lost it. It's to bring a new beginning, but there's going to need to be a strength of mind here, a strength of soul, a strength of spirit. So you've got air, you've got earth here. As Empress, I always see as earth, fire you have, but there's not water here, so she came out again, well, he came out again, Temperance, which is, to me, divinely guided here. But it's also about balancing. This is happening to help balance out things that need to be cleared, that we're still carrying with us. It's like we're still, as a collective, looking at life, because you've got Four of Cups here, emotionally feeling quite unhappy or negative, or have a perception of life emotionally that's maybe not fulfilling. But there is that offer coming in of a new colourful, like there's I hear technicolor here, but there's like this cup and it's got all this rainbow and stuff. It's like almost like coming into a new vision, like a new era. It's new, something new. I'm seeing, like, in my mind, in the Wizard of Oz, and I reference Wizard of Oz a lot, and Wicked has been out and it's been massive this year, so that the story of Wicked's very interesting. It's very, very relevant to a divide, and also how we perceive certain individuals in society. It's very, very interesting. It's about propaganda, all these things, right? It's wild. I didn't want to go see it, but my mum and my sister bought tickets, so I went with them. But I feel like that is very prominent this year because there's a message in it for society. But this is making me think of in Wizard of Oz when she like lands in Munchkin Land. Is it Munchkin? Yeah, it is. And it goes from black and white to colour. Bear with me. It's almost like, I said, interdimensional. It's going to become seen. Okay, there we go, exactly. Interdimensional. It's going to become seen. High Priestess. It's like, we're very in, okay, this is dimensional. We're very in, this is 2D, okay? And the theory that as we elevate and change and grow in society, we're moving more into we're in 3D, we're moving more into 5D. So we've gone 2D, 3D, we're going to 5D. So it's different dimensions, it's elevation, it's awakening, okay? Now, this is such a complex message coming through. How we perceive reality with our human perception completely dismisses so much in other realms and in other dimensions that we cannot perceive with the human eye, and it takes a lot of training to be open to that and to connect with that language, to connect with that reality. This is a very relevant book for this, because this talks about shamans in dreaming and this whole other realm of reality. Dreams, to me personally, are not just in your mind. That's a whole other reality that we're kind of exploring. Our soul leaves our bodies, goes off into the astral realm. So this is all an awakening in that sense, because even in these, look, this stream here, she's waking up to this. That's what's happening here. And there's something that needs to happen for that to occur. Interesting. And I'm feeling my heart feels very hopeful knowing this. When I'm tapping into this energy, it's very like something big's coming, something exciting is coming. And even when I look at this, the Empress, the womb is a portal to the spiritual realm. Okay. Portal to the spiritual realm in that picture. Portal to the spiritual realm. And in this Two of Swords, there's the blindfold. It's like, that's going to come off in a minute. It's going to come off soon. got King of Swords, he's up on a mountain. He's almost realised something. The blindfold's come off. He's gone with this raven, because there's 2 ravens here, speaking to them. And blindfold's come off. He's up on this mountain, and he sees from a different perspective, okay? Lots of shifts happening. I think I talked about this. Lots of shifts happening. Death and rebirth. Portal. A rebirth. Things maybe need to fall away. It's all divinely guided. And it's so complex because there's so much research and things that I've done and things I've discovered in the last year that have really blown everything out of the water for me. And to get the Strength card, the Empress card, the Temperance card, the Death card, the High Priestess, this is like a big significant lesson. It's a significant thing. It's a significant event and a significant change. It's an enlightening process. Buster Stroke passing, I found my place, you could too. Greener greens. Grass is greener on the other side. Interesting. There's so much coming through that I can't actually articulate, because if I open Pandora's box right now, I'm going to be yappity, but I think it needs to be simplified. And I'll tell you something that happened during it. It really blew my fucking mind, and I was so confused. And I don't know if you've ever heard the theory of like certain clouds. Oh, there's a squirrel. There's my symbol. There's my sign. He's just run through the garden and into the other garden. Anyway, what was I about to say there? Shit. So today, went on a dog walk. And I don't know if you've ever heard the theory of cloud shielding, like interdimensional crafts. It's a theory or conspiracy theory that there is UFOs that are able to shield with clouds. Anyway, I don't like to go too much into the whole alien stuff. I do feel there's some very relevant things, but I feel like a lot of it is there's too much out there that no one actually knows the truth, and everyone's just kind of yapping and thinking they know what the truth is, and actually we'll never know. Or we might know and things will be revealed, but things are very like drip fed for a reason. Anyway, I seen this cloud and it looked really unnatural, and I was like, oh, that reminded me of that thing. And I looked down and I walked for another like minute, and then I looked up and the cloud completely had gone, but it had not been enough time where it would have moved maybe a little bit to the left or right, but it had completely disappeared. And I was like, hold on a minute, that's really strange. And then it got me thinking, there's so many theories that all the sky that we look at, our own perception of our own reality, everyone's sky is different, everyone's reality is different. If you look at interdimensional experiences, like for example, what are they called? When you look at aliens, it's more they're interdimensional than extraterrestrial. It's like they're able to travel interdimensionally, and it's like not really what we can't really put our perception or words to it, because it is so out with our field of understanding, because we are just on this 3D rather, realm and plane where that's a car, this is a human, that's a tree, and what we see is what you get. But there's layers to that reality that we can't see and perceive. So that's where you get interdimensional alien travel, you get orbs. Like the experience of orbs is incredible. I've seen things that I cannot physically explain, but it interacts with my perception of my reality. So I've seen something in the sky and I've in my mind asked for it to move or whatever, and it has done, and I'm like, how do you explain that? I've seen lights inside my home when I've woken up that I cannot explain, and I know many people that have experienced that. And then you look at, there's a whole community out there of people that even look at, what are they called? Oh my god, what are they called? Bigfoot and stuff, Yetis, creatures like that. They're actually interdimensional, and they're able to live between dimensions in the fabric of reality and are able to interact with humans if you open up the connection with them. Same with your spirit guides, same with your spirit in general. So you look at people that pass away, energy, that's all in that same realm, okay? So I feel like our whole perception of that and our whole understanding of that is going to change. And I've just looked at it, says soul back home, bringing the soul back home. Releasing and rediet, right? Wait, what else do I need to share? You guys probably gonna think I'm fucking nuts for this, but I don't care. Meeting the soul. I know, I'm well aware I've just went super quiet because I just don't know where this is going. Mystical cards here. Okay. Who is that? Well, it's a crow, but wisdom is coming. Graceful mystic. And seeing the unseen. I'm thinking about this, it's like thinking of the swan in the water. I watched this amazing video, it's like the intelligence of water. So this is all coming out too. It's like water is a very intelligent and conscious being in and of itself. There's a woman doing experiments at the moment where she is proving that water can mimic shape, and it can, say for example, I put this photograph or picture on water and put on top of water, froze it, it would replicate this shape. She also used seeds and asked the water, right, show me what plant this seed will turn into, and the water changes and shows, for example, sunflower seed, and she froze the water and it was the shape of a sunflower. Like our reality, so it's making me think of a swan on water. It's like the fabric of our reality and existence is changing and becoming something and opening up to us something that we never saw before. That's what that's making me think. And it's like we're seeing a new possibility here. 2 of Wands, it's like a new, something new. We can see through this glass, we can see through this window. It's like I can see into this new reality. Honestly, this is what's coming through, and I'm like baffled how powerful this is. And there's the Emperor. So we had the Empress, here's the Emperor. It's like we're realising, firstly, the nature of our reality. Secondly, that we actually have a lot more control of our reality and our experience and of life than we are ever told. And there's going to be a feeling of more comfort and stability in that. And we realise it's a game of life. The game of life, how to play it, It's a whole other thing. Look, these are replicated here. That little nugget of wisdom, that it's like that's going to be this pivotal thing that changes everything. It's going to change everything, okay? And it's like, I'm swept away now. I know, and it's a whole new perspective. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles, happy, stability, happy home, family, it's joy, it's earthly abundance, it's the coming together of everything here. And that's damn incredible, because I feel that all came up again. That's wisdom. And look at all these little flecks around. It's like in the fabric of reality. It's like this whole new light, learning something new. I look like this owl for some reason. To me, it's the eyes. My eyes and this owl are replicating here, and it's like this new message is coming. And they're all birds here. Birds. I was looking at bird earlier. I was like, the fact that you can fly is amazing, and there's some really interesting theories about why they fly the way they do, and it's like people believe that they're interacting with the electromagnetic frequency and the ether of this realm. So yeah, like birds are a super mystical creature, and very well respected. I keep hearing Rhythm of the Night for some reason. Do I want any more cards? I don't know if I've got my oracle cards with me. I've got these tarot cards though that I want to use because they've got little messages on them. And this can help clarify what I'm saying here. Emperor. Wait, no, give me a minute. Seeing the Magic in Life again. I highly recommend Robert Moss's books. Very interesting. Is this relevant? Is this deck relevant? I don't think this is. I don't think I need to do any more. I think that's kind of it, to be honest, because the energy feels different in these. There's nothing to do with them. I think that's it. I think that's the message, which is really incredible. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull more cards on this later on back at my flat, because I'm at my parents' just now. So I'll go back, that's where all my cards are, and I'm going to pull more cards and see if I can get any more information, because this is really, really cool energy. I'm going to keep riding on that energy and reading it, and then we'll see in the world and in life what happens if there's anything that goes on out with that reflects that energy. So I'm going to go have a little meditation on this. I'll pull some cards later, and there should be a part 2. But yeah, this is exciting stuff. Let's see what happens. 2025. I didn't expect that energy to come out, you know. What's gonna happen? Let's see. Anyway, I hope we're all well. sending you all lots of love, light, energy, beautiful protection, and I hope you'll have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. And thank you. Please like and subscribe if you would like. I'm very sporadic with my videos, but hopefully this year I'm going to be sharing a lot more content. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.